It's the time to get down.
Everybody.
I'm ready for it, man. You ready for it?
Get ready.
Yeah, well, you know something. Hey, man, you know something? People out here in Los Angeles, we're suffering. We don't have a sports franchise to get behind.
Oh, man, I'm so sick of y'all crying.
We lost with the Kings, man. I get to talk if I want to.
Yeah, come on.
But you know what? Keep it up, man. Oh, wait a minute. What's that Hawaiian shirt you wearing, dude?
Yeah, man. Doing the... You don't know if I'm moving or having a seizure. Come on, everybody. It's time for morning. Time to get up and flap your wings. Time to get lifted. You know how we do it. Grab your stuff. Get your egg rolls. Get your grits. Get your oatmeal, your bran muffin. Whatever you're sipping on, whatever you're smoking on. Come on, baby. It's time for you to share that with us. We're live.
Oh, man. The longest intro in internet history. Many people ask, that's Robert Betts on your side. Who are you? And I said, I'm just a servant, a janitor in the mix. You know how we do it. You know, it's that Monday. It's after the day of the NBA Finals second game, but I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about something else. I'm going to talk about, let me just say, it's 1-1. 2-3-2. Who has the advantage? Well, I got the expert to my left. That's what I figured. But
we have to get around that. You know, I already said I don't have a dog in this fight.
That's all. I got dogs all day long.
These are teams I like. I like both of these teams.
Wait a minute, man. Wait a minute. Let me say this. Bow our heads because the Kings are gone. Bow our heads because the Kings are gone. Bow our heads because we hope Dwight stays. We'll talk about that later, right? Yeah. All right. In the meantime, we're going to find out the underrated black hotties. I'm talking about globally. I think they are underappreciated, and we're going to rate, do they deserve to be in the top 50? That's all we're going to say. You may know them. Some people in the room know them.
I'm telling y'all, better than Cosmopolitan, better than Sister to Sister.
That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. Wait a minute. You know what? You know what? We can't always be the brothers in the dungeon. We always have to serve quality because, you know, you have to bring in a fan base that's very diverse. You can't keep them in your place because you forgot the days gone by.
Well, I guess that's why Vic has got Miko Williams lighting up the screen. And thanks to everybody writing in about Miko. I know she's hot.
That's right.
All y'all freaks. Man, I guess I need a push-up to get that kind of attention.
That's wrong.
Whatever. But everybody's loving Miko Williams.
Yes.
She did a hot job last week.
She did. But you know what? We're about to lose our women. Why? Because Dignity Cigars is in the house. You know what I'm saying?
Women smoking cigars today.
Hey, look, and you know they like a brother in a suit. You know that, Mark. Where's your suit?
Well, you know, to the cleaners.
All right. Like I said, you guys, we're going to talk about a lot. And when we get into the sports, I'm going to leave it up to the room to generate a question or two. I just want to bring in two topics. I didn't forget about Serena because I do believe we're going to vote. Is she the best and most powerful female tennis player of all time? We'll find out, but it's time to wave, Mario.
Let's do what we came to do.
Oh, let me see something. I got to talk to my minister of faith here.
Yeah, be cool.
You know what?
Oh.
I didn't give you that title, minister of faith.
Oh, Lord. That's a lot of responsibility.
Wait.
And this is a motley crew.
Wait a minute.
This is a motley crew.
A minister of faith. Man, I like that title, man.
Well, I like it too. Something else to live up to.
I feel you, man.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to a wonderful day in the neighborhood. It's going to be a wonderful show today. You're listening to Morning Coffee, the show that comes to you live and unscripted. Mondays through Wednesdays will rebroadcast throughout the week. What a wonderful day. And we got to say hi again to all of our friends in the chat room. We are an interactive show where the folks are in that room waiting for us, and many of them, special ones, are part of the fabric that make up the experience that is this show, and I want to introduce them to you. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you from Po-Town, Port Townsend, Washington. That's right, G&M Bureau Chief, everybody, Mac McAllister in the house.
Smooth Mac, giving it up. What's up, Mac? I see you in the chat, man.
From Pittsburgh, the land of the deli sandwiches. They got good food in Pittsburgh. Beat master himself, music man extraordinaire, ladies and gentlemen, PMC, a.k.a. Philip Cuthbert, everybody.
Bam. You know, you got to start telling them what Phil is.
Yeah, I leave that up to Phil.
That's wrong.
You know, y'all, Yeah. You know how you brothers are. They constantly redefining themselves.
You got to tell them.
So I got to tell her who you are. Yeah, whatever it is. Yeah, it's like the young folks change names.
Right, right.
That's the way they do it. Well, first of all, it is Monday, June 10th. And wow, what a day, you guys. What a day. Again, we know we have a special guest that we're going to be sipping and schmoozing with in just a bit. So we hope that you are really ready to enjoy that experience. But Vic,
yes, sir.
Tell you, like every day is part of morning coffee. The way this show actually came about was Vic and I, we couldn't get anybody else to actually produce shows for us.
No.
You know, we told them all about the internet television thing we were building and all these opportunities, and they were really just like, well, we don't get it. So we started doing this show because we would get up in the morning and have coffee. I would get up and read the paper and look at the news. Vic would be on the sports. So Vic said, well, I'll do sports.
Yeah.
And then since he was sitting up late at night looking at pictures of
that's wrong,
women
man.
on the internet.
How was it? I was talking about fashion.
Oh, yeah. Well, excuse me. That's right. It was fashion. It was fashion. That's right. Excuse me.
That's wrong.
And so hence morning coffee, and so that's why the show is like it is. So I get up every day and I do look at certain things. So I did want to share some, at least the hot issues of the day, even though that whole thing with T.O., Terrell Owens, in trouble. I just got a glimpse of it before we went on air. Was in court over
Chad.
Oh, excuse me. Who?
Chad.
I'm about to blow that. Ocho Cinco.
Right. Stand corrected.
Excuse
right.
me, and it makes a big difference.
That's okay.
Even though they're the same person.
You're wrong. You're wrong. You are wrong. You are wrong.
It's like Michael and Diana Ross.
You know what? See, now you just alienated a whole bunch of...
Okay.
Send your emails to...
All right.
All right.
So, but anyway, did he actually pat his lawyer? Did he have a woman judge and pat his female lawyer on the ass in front of her?
Yes.
That would be poor judgment.
No, that's...
Yeah, that would be poor judgment.
No, he wants double time. Double duty.
You know, they already giving brothers time, like it's lunch, right? And he gonna go, okay. So that was one. I want to... on a brighter note, I want to really acknowledge Vermont that decriminalized marijuana.
There you go. You feel good about that. Man, on the East Coast.
Going into effect July 1st.
Wow.
Right. Wow. First time. I'm telling you. Now, check it out. And I'm glad for the brothers especially because an ACLU report showed that in Vermont that African Americans were 4.4 times. That's 440 times more likely to be arrested on a marijuana charge.
That's interesting.
So I'm glad it's legal now.
Right.
Well, a bunch of the brothers off the hook. Right on. Yeah. Okay, that was the news. Now, the other news item that caught my mind, which I thought was crazy because it's a little bit of a sad note, but it has to do with the Economic Times, is that there's a big boom in rent-to-own tires.
What?
I'm not jiving you.
Jiving?
It was in the Times. I think it was on the part of one of the front page stories. Rent to own tires. People are so broke. They are buying tires on time, and it's become such a big thing that they're opening something like 200, 300 stores across the country of these rent and ride. One of the biggest one is rent and ride. So you so broke that you can't buy tires, but you end up paying like, well, let's put it like this, ridiculous amounts. I think one couple paid $1,340.
I don't get it.
For a tire.
I don't get
on time. And another lady, her group of tires came out to $3,000. And what happens, the people are so broke that they can't get to work. Because their car, and they go to these, but you would say, okay, well, but it's become such a big industry nationwide.
Right.
Rent to own car tires.
Well, you know what?
LA Times.
I have to say it. I must confess, I am wearing some rent to own clothes.
Rent to own undies, huh?
Yeah, I got a rent to own tie. I got a rent to own shirt. I'm kind of proud of this moment.
You need a rent to own date. I mean, forget the owning, just rent.
You know what?
Shit, I don't want any owning. That's too much liability.
Wait a minute.
I just like rent to rent.
Wait a minute, Mario. You have used that term, but you don't realize it's already been enforced for eons. Rent to own. Just think of the terminology vernacular here, right?
You know what?
You're buying time, right?
It's true, but it's just tires.
I got you.
Tires.
What about
what are they gonna have next? Rent to own.
I'm gonna have a story for you in about a week or two, and I have to verify about particular artists who may not have their teeth, and that they get temporary dentures, and then they have to give them back.
All right.
I'll bring that later. Right. So it's there, man. It's real.
And another story, we want to send out our best wishes to Nelson Mandela, who's been hospitalized. You know, he's in declining health. Yes. It's hard to get old and not. For those of you out there like me are getting, it seems like it's declining health going around. I'm just saying.
No, it's just your age, man.
It don't seem like it's improving health with age.
But that's because of you're conscious of it more.
Yeah, I am. I think that's what happens when you got to get that pill. You get conscious. It's the pill that makes you conscious. Conscious of what you need.
See, man, you know what? You throw yourself under the bus all day today.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. I want to warn you so that way you won't write me. You won't write. Don't write. No. Let it go. Let it go.
That's all right. See, just what you guys have to know this. Mario knows that when it's just the fellas in the room, he gets to go buck wild now. Because when the women in the room, you have to taper down a little
cigar, and that's what's fun today.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys, the pre-show, Mac McAllister, too.
Yeah.
He, too, is confessing on his show this morning, those of you for the early part, he was confessing of his impure thoughts. And, Mac, we understand about your impure thoughts that you're having.
He just made a comment in the chat room, and I'm not going to quote it, but, see, Mac goes right to the straight and narrow. And that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, because I went and looked a little bit. I looked at the show when I was off. And Miko, where's Miko? Let me show you guys. Where's Miko's picture? We can show you Miko's picture.
You know what? Miko has.
I got her on the landing page. Here you go. You know, we the masters of desktop presenting.
Yeah.
It's an art form. Yeah. Desktop presenting. That's right. Get used to it. Desktop presenting. I taught you something. Well, there's Miko.
Yeah, she's.
Now, why y'all writing about her?
Because she's worth writing about. She's worth writing about.
I'm telling you, all of a sudden, people joining up, signing up, hitting on the list, coming down to the site, all this. You know, the brothers. Sometimes y'all.
Wait a minute.
Me.
Did she do a good job sitting in for you for those 2 days as host?
She did an excellent job.
Yeah, she did.
She did an excellent job and sharing her stories, real talk. And look for Miko to be here more often. Giving you. And then, you know what's so funny?
What?
How come a woman can talk dirtier than me?
And
they don't get no flack. Oh, everybody.
Right. But look at the messenger. Look at the messenger. The messenger, man. Yeah. The messenger is obvious.
It is. It's just like when Cameron Diaz did that movie, right?
Yeah.
Bad
Teacher.
She was talking and I was dying. She was talking so much mess.
It's just how men would talk, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
There.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you guys, and also want to send out, again, our appreciation to Phil Perry.
Yes.
Lillian Perry, jazz R&B icon who came and shared his new CD with us. And I'm telling you guys, the Phil Perry Say Yes CD is fantastic. It may be his best CD.
It is his
and
best.
I was loath to say that.
Man.
But he even said it may be. What's so cool, he and I sat up here, we played the music, we kicked it, and how often do you get to see an artist sit there and talk to you about their CD? And you play track by track and just reflect on the process. Whatever they want to talk about.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about, you guys. I loved it. It was a pleasure for me. And to think that recording will go down forever.
Yeah. It is. They didn't know it was coming. They didn't know their whole CD was going to be featured. That is kind of rare because most artists, PR management, don't want you featuring the whole album.
It's cool that they wanted to do it. It's up now on the Phil Perry TV site that I built. The Phil Perry TV site. You can go there and check it out and watch it and be part of that. Remember, later on this year, we're working toward pay-per-view.
Right.
Because, as the tech guru,
right,
I have told you the pay-per-view stuff is out there.
It sure
I mean,
is.
it's easy as doing. You could do it like now in 2 minutes. It's as easy as setting up a YouTube video. You could do it with PayPal, except in those instances they take more, but they handle all the 50% of it, but they handle all the customer service when people have dropouts, failures. They do all the credit card stuff. That's Ustream.
Hey,
It's just one of them that anybody can do right now.
I got to get this up there. I forgot about it, and I'm done until we get ready to get to the real player to the house. But you heard about 2 Chainz?
Who?
2 Chainz.
2 Chainz?
Yeah, you don't know 2. Okay, let me update you.
Now you got to tell me about 2
Chainz.
Chainz.
Wait a minute. 2 Chainz rapper got robbed in broad daylight with his friends, and he said there was about 17 of his friends around, and as he got robbed, they all scrambled like cockroaches and just left him hanging.
Oh man, that's messed up. That's what you know about you. At least in my day, we would run with you.
They just
Run!
they
Run!
scrambled. Gone.
Run!
They're gone.
We would at least run together from the,
What?
No change now.
Like, we wouldn't leave
He
you.
knows. Well, he knows him now.
No, man, it's like people, you know, you see people coming in the ER, they were found in the street, drunk. I said, you know, my day, people would like take you home.
Dude.
They would at least take you home and lay you on the floor somewhere. You know, that's a real friend. They would leave you out on the street.
Wait a minute. And it's not a...
Damn.
Wait a minute. And they have it on video. And I couldn't find it yet to show it, to bring it up. So maybe between tomorrow and next day. The video as it's happening, I believe. They scramble, dude. That's what you could. Now will your road dogs get the cheese after they're following you? Now what happens when 2 Chainz look back at his boys and say, does he look at them a different way now the day after?
All right. Okay. We're going to be right back, and we're going to get a chance to visit with our guests, right?
Yeah.
Now, as part of the request, and Vic, I don't know how, there's this whole issue, you guys, with censorship. And, you know, it's something that I take very seriously, and it is a responsibility, but it's also one of those areas where no matter what you do, you feel like you're losing.
Yeah. It's
like
whatever the trend is.
You feel like you lose. And I hate to censor anything, and I really don't. And the other thing is that a lot of things are generational.
Yeah.
They really are. And by that I mean, of my generation, when you use the N-word, a lot of people don't like it. But words lose their meanings with time. They actually do. And even though I'm trying to be respectful and courteous, I don't like to censor artists because of the words they use. Mm-hmm. And I do remind people constantly that words change with time. And when generations move on, the word, basically, when you dead, the word doesn't mean that anymore.
Right.
I was listening last night to an old Marvin Gaye track, You Sure Love the Ball.
Yeah, well, yeah, everybody.
Now, and when that came out, everybody said, oh, you can't say that. And I said, if I tell people today there's a song out called You Sure Love the Ball, they think it's about a guy saying his girlfriend plays basketball.
Right. Right. It's different. It's a little bit different. It's a little different.
They don't know what you're talking about.
But it's you know who you're talking about? It's I hate to say it's the old school that's doing all the measurements because the current school is not going back there.
Well, I'm just prefacing that because I don't want people, because everybody, we get mail that people who embrace us,
right?
Mail from people who are angry, but we are going to continue to bring breaking artists, and if they choose to say the N-word, I'm not going to censor them for that. I'm just going on record. I know people are sensitive about this, but I can't. First of all, I don't want the job of censoring anybody. I cannot play that role. That is not Mario.
Right.
That is not Mario.
No, man. You know what? With all like I said, it's 2 trains of thoughts. It's the ones who are who's going to always be the conservatives. Who are going to always be there, dude. But I always say keep it young because Martin, when you was 20, 25, did you
muchos,
did you think?
Wait, every other word was, and I can speak the King's English when I would like. But I also go to this other mode. Y'all know that mode you talk. Every other word will be a cuss word. And then you be making it with rhythm.
Wait a minute. So why are you worried? Now?
Because of the male. You know, because we have an interesting demographic. We have almost as many folks in between 20 to 25 as we have 60 to 65.
That's right.
It's kind of interesting. We got this kind of, we're getting these little, the big, the retro jazz. So, hey, anyway. It goes to say that we're going to continue to feature artists we think are breaking and happening, whether or not. I just wanted to go on record. Here comes Angel Hayes, live from South by Southwest at Perez Hilton's party. I played this video and everybody went crazy because this young lady, she brings it and she is hardcore. Watch this woman bring this, and then we'll be back Oh, and there's the commercial.
I see. This is the part I love. You guys,
That's okay. I muted it. I muted it.
I want him one day to play a video and they have it titled.
No, that's because YouTube does this because they say they're starting to use the videos on there.
But wonder if you do this. Wonder if you do this one time and they have everything perfectly titled and with a thumb.
Then we're gonna play it.
Wait a minute.
And get some free advertising.
Then as soon as you play it, it's straight porn, hardcore.
Oh, that's cool. Then we can definitely say it wasn't me. As long as I can say it wasn't me. Yeah, I know. I abdicated responsibility once again.
All right. Can't wait, man. Hurry, let's play this clip, man. Let's get back so I can find out how a real entrepreneur pimps this game. Oh, this is tight, man. You can't wait.
New Yorker, man. I don't, hey.
Oh, man, I had all these wonderful comments and they didn't hear me.
Man, they couldn't hear. You know what? And we got to apologize to the world because they missed the audio on the first part of the video.
Why don't you do this? Save it for the exit out of the show.
Oh, you guys, we can do it. We can do Angel Hayes.
Yeah,
and then tomorrow I'm going to be bringing you another performance from South by Southwest. Vic and I were fortunate to be there this year, South by Southwest 2013. And again, a controversial, but I'm bringing you the popular stuff. And some of the most popular stuff is really edgy. There's this. To me, she's a stripper. Okay, you know with some of these. Okay, you know how. No, I'm serious, y'all. Remember when in rap it was the thing that gangsters, cats that was dealing drugs, took their money and made records.
Oh no, they did.
Now the strippers
have
been saving up, and they all think they Lady Gaga. But some of them. Now let me tell you. Now I say it, I'm talking stuff. They would talk shit to me, but I'm telling you, I got to bring you guys the performances. We'll do that tomorrow because the numbers are big.
Yeah,
they're very popular. But you guys got to see this because. To me, because the outfit alone,
it's gonna kill you.
It's worth it. South by Southwest 2013, you guys. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and he talks about me looking for pictures for fashion stuff. How come you run into all this? How did you find that?
The South by Southwest magazine.
The magazine.
We went to South by Southwest because brothers are somewhat underrepresented.
Yes, they are, man.
At these kinds, South by Southwest is the biggest music conference. It started primarily as a rock music conference. Now it includes interactive and film.
Film is huge.
Film is big. Everybody was down there. Seth Rogen and all the boys flying in. It's like the hot. Now in Austin, Texas, which is probably the only part of Texas that you really won't go to. See, all the time I know, but half the people in Texas will tell you, if you're going to come down here, you better go to Austin. You be much happier in Austin, I think. Mario, Vic, Austin for you.
That's wrong.
They know.
You got to stop.
Am I the only place in Texas you go?
Stop
blasting. Don't even stop. Go right in Austin. Right in Austin.
You wonder why we're not getting as many viewers to click.
The rappers, I'm learning from the young folks. If you talk a lot, they come. You just got to go. We got to go insulting cities. We're gonna make a list.
We got to run the dozens.
Yeah, we're gonna go on.
Got to do it. All right.
All right.
All right, you guys. Let's.